Okay.
Oh yeah, yes, before this.
Right.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadah Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanditam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visasam Vikam Shri Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopusha Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Sapta Kanchana Gauran Rishi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishikani Shite Devi Pranamami Hari Kriya Vansakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhavayivasya Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Bhakta Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate dharim yakripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarnam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtapraisha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya Bhagavate Samsyate Bhaktir Bhavati Naistute. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, verse 17. I will read the verse and we can read the word to word also in translation until Mataji joins us. Swadhishyam pratapan prano bhavischa pratapapratyaso evam virajam pratapam tatpatantarbahi puman. Swadhishyam, radiation, pratapan by expansion, pranaha living energy, bahi external, cha also, pratapati illuminated, aso the sun, evam in the same way, virajam the universal form, pratapan by the expansion of tapati enlivened, antaha internally, bahi externally, puman the supreme personality. Translation: the sun illuminates both internally and externally by expanding its radiation. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by expanding his universal form, maintains everything in the creation, both internally and externally. So, anybody would like to read the purport, or shall I continue?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I can try. Purport.
Okay. Okay.
Shila Prabhupada ki jai. The universal form of the Lord, or the impersonal feature of the Lord, known as a Brahma Jyoti, is clearly explained here and compared to the radiation of the sun. The sunshine may expand all over the universe, but the source of the sunshine, namely the sun planet, or the deity known as Surya Narayan, is the basis of such radiation. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, is the basis of all the impersonal Brahma Jyoti radiation, or the impersonal feature of the Lord. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 14:27. So the universal form of the Lord is a secondary imagination of the impersonal form of the Lord, but the primary form of the Lord is Shama Sundar with two hands playing on his eternal flute. 75% of the expansive radiation of the Lord is manifested in the spiritual sky, Tripad Vibhuti, and 25% of his personal radiation comprehends the entire expansion of the material universes. This is also explained and stated in the Bhagavad Gita 10:42. Thus, the 75% expansion of his radiation is called his internal energy, whereas 25% expansion is called the external energy of the Lord. The living entities, who are residents of the spiritual as well as the material expansions, are his marginal energy, the Tashta Sakti, and they are at the liberty to live in either of the energies, external or internal. Those who live within the spiritual expansion of the Lord are called liberated souls, whereas the residents of the external expansion are called the conditioned souls. We can just make an estimate of the number of the residents of the internal expansions in comparison with the number of residents in the external energy, and we easily conclude that the liberated souls are far more numerous than the conditioned souls. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, thank you. Can you send a test and see if Mataji is joining? So in the meantime, I'll stop recording.
No, Mataji, she's not joined yet.
No, can you send a text and ask if she's joining?
Okay, let me just send her a text, Mataji. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you could just start. Oh, 1 second, Mataji. I'll be right back. Let me just send her a message. Hare Krishna. I've sent her a message. Let's see. Yeah, whether she responds. In the meantime, Mataji, maybe you could just talk about this verse by the time she's joining in.
Everybody can share what they understand. What we could do, we could start reading from the text one, only the translation, or we can also read the verses, and then we can explain what we understand. So how many of us can read, please? Because Marathi, can you because you are having internet problem, I don't know if you could, somebody can get the database and then we can read from the screen, and then we share whatever we're understanding, or whatever we don't understand, we can share our knowledge.
No, Mataji, I'm using a phone. I'm not using the laptop because we have internet issues.
Okay.
Yes.
So who have got the book, who can read? Please, can you raise your hand?
I don't have the book though with me. Yeah.
The book it's okay. Anybody, you can read from the phone itself if you want. Anybody who wants to read.
Yes.
Indulekha Mataji,
you want just to read, Mataji?
Sorry, second Prabhuji.
Sorry about the dogs. What verse would you like us to read?
We are on chapter canto 2, chapter 6. We start by text 1. We read the translation and then we explain, so we understand, so we don't waste our time, right?
Okay. So we start from text 1.
Yes, please go ahead.
Translation only.
Yes.
Just one moment. Okay. Lord Brahma said, the mouth of the Virat Purusha, the universal form of the Lord, is the generating center of the voice, and the controlling deity is fire. His skin and 6 other layers are the generating centers of the Vedic hymns. And his tongue is a productive center of different foodstuffs and delicacies for offering to the demigods, the forefathers, and the general mass of people. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhuji, can you explain what you understood here? So we know that Lord Brahma is talking to Narada, and he's explaining about, because Narada asked so many questions in the previous chapter. Now he is confirming, because Narada was confused. Actually, Narada wanted to know if Brahma was the actual Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why he asked so many questions. But he knew also that how Arjuna also was put into confusion on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, so that he could ask questions, and then Lord Krishna could narrate the Bhagavad Gita. And then we will see when Parikshit Maharaj is going to leave his body, he also will ask a question from Sukadeva Goswami. And in this way, then Srimad Bhagavatam was narrated by, was written down by Vyasadeva. And here we see, because we don't understand, we cannot understand, we are not at this level to understand Lord Shri Krishna. So Narad Muni is asking his father, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are the creator. So he asked so many questions. So all these questions is not for Narada, because he is always with the Lord. He is a mind incarnation of the Lord, so he knows everything. He's asking, just as Arjuna also, who was a Mahabhagavata, Parikshit Maharaj was a Mahabhagavata, still they ask a question. And here, Narad Muni is asking this question for our benefit. So we see that Brahma is going to explain to his son Narada all about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he said that he is not. He did very nice prayers first, and then he said that he is not the Supreme Personality. He is a secondary creator, and above him there is a Supreme Lord. And then he started talking about because we cannot perceive the Lord. We cannot conceive how big, how magnificent is the Lord. So that's why this Virat Roop, the universal form, was created for people like us, so that we start understanding from where how this creation started, how it was manifested, how it was created. All these things are origin. It's given into detail. And then here it started, Lord Brahma is telling that the Virat Purusha, meaning the universal form of the Lord, it's a ghastly form. It's not beautiful like Krishna, beautiful form, or like Vishnu, beautiful form. If we look at this, I have a big picture of it. I just roll it and put it in a phone. I don't want to look at it. I know it's not nice, but then because people say that the Lord is formless, that the Lord hasn't got a form. But we should understand, if the Lord hasn't got a form, how come we have a form? So whatever we have in this material world is only the perverted replica of the spiritual world. Spiritual world, everything is so pure, is natural, but here everything is artificial and is corrupted and is perverted. We can say that. So here Brahmaji is explaining that the mouth of the Virat Purusha is generating, so that is how we have the voice, because if he didn't have a mouth, he couldn't voice out. How could we do that? We are from him. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has a mouth, that's why the voice has come, and he got it. He inherited from him. And then the controlling deity is fire, that's what he's saying. His skin and sickle layers are the generating centers of the Vedic hymn. So we know that the Lord, when Lord Brahma was created, he had 5 heads actually. 1 head was cut down. So that is another story. But the 4 heads, he got the 4 Vedas. He got the 4 Vedas from the Lord. And that is where the Vedic science comes from. And his tongue is a center of foodstuff and delicacy, so according to the demigods, the forefathers, and the general mass of people. So here we see that, yes, he has a tongue. That's why all of us have got a tongue, because he can taste. Not only that, he has provided us with all kind of delicacies. And that whatever we have, the delicacies, it's not only for our consumption. Yes, we want to have something nice. Okay, we buy it, we prepare it, we cook it, or we offer it first to the Lord. And that offering also, some people may offer to the demigods, who are praying to the demigods, or the forefathers, and then they can have it. But for devotees, we don't need to go to demigods and the forefathers. Forefathers, they have the strata that we do during the 15 days of how to call that now? There is a period of 15 days that we offer to the forefathers. That is something else. But here, whatever we have, whatever we cook, whatever we grow in our garden, whatever we buy, we offer to the Lord first, and then we consume. That is what I understand from this translation of text 1. So somebody else would like to add something, probably maybe, or whoever? Or any question?
Mataji, I have a question. Did you say that Lord Brahma's 4 heads, do they have any connection to the 4 Vedas?
Yes, because when he was given the 4 Vedas, that's why he kind of, because he had the 4 heads, he got 4 Vedas. Then he got one, then he divided it into 4. He got 1 Veda.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
and then he divided it into 4.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just brainstorming, like there was that time you went and saw the other many Brahmas who have many more heads. So I'm just thinking.
Oh yeah, in other universes, many Brahmas, because our universe is a tiny universe. For us, it's huge, it's massive for us. But for other, there are other bigger, huge universes where they need Brahma with 10,000, 100,000 million heads. But we cannot conceive it. If we go and we tell an ant, ant, we human beings, we live for 100 years. We travel 100 miles per hour. or we can travel in a plane for 15, 20 hours comfortably. That aunt will laugh. Oh, you're bluffing. Or that aunt will say, oh, you are God. We may be we may be ask God for the ants because the ants lifespan is very small and they cannot do much. So in front of those Brahmas, we are like ants,
Mm,
right?
makes sense. But does it mean also, Mataji, that the other Brahmas now, like if a Brahma has 100,000 heads, does it mean that all those are Vedas? Is there any connection? Do you think there's any connection with that? Or
I
like there
am
are
not able to.
100,000 Vedas? So,
Yeah,
okay,
we don't know, Prabhuji. We don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
because I don't know. I cannot answer this question, but it may be. It
yeah,
may be
yeah.
for us to conceive it is difficult.
For the
You
universe,
know,
yeah.
yeah, because the Goswamis have written so many like the scriptures, and when the Mughals took over, it took them 40 nights and 40 days to burn all our scriptures. But still, they couldn't burn all. Still, there are the origin one that the Goswamis, the six Goswamis have written. Still, there are people are still finding them in Vrindavan is kept. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to the south, then he excavated under the temple, and one temple, he got the Brahma Samhita. That also he got only chapter 5. He didn't get the whole Brahma Samhita, which is very beautiful. So it may happen. And then now we are going through the 10,000 golden years. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission will be continuing after 10,000 years, not 10,000, 9,005 something, because 500 years already gone. So there will be nothing left. People will not be chanting because as and when we progress towards the end of Kali Yuga, it will be worse. So maybe this Krishna conscious movement will not be existing. Maybe people will not chant. And at that time, if we tell people that we have been following the four requisite principles, not eating meat, he will say, how did you do that? They won't believe us. Like for us, it's difficult to believe how the Goswamis were living on the trees, how they were eating only little fruits or water, how they were writing so much. And because in the Kali Yuga, we are not able to have the shruti, just to listen and capture. Everything is like technology. You have to have pen, paper, or even not pen, paper nowadays. You have so many new devices have come. You can just record and listen, but we cannot kind of remember. But they remembered. So now if we tell children that the Goswamis, they had everything in their mind, they didn't have to have all these laptop, computer, books or whatever, they won't believe us. We can believe, but the new generation, the new coming generation, they won't believe. They say, how come? Because nowadays, even children at school are given iPads or laptops to work on. Some children don't even know how to write properly. That is kind of um what to say. I feel bad when I hear that children don't want to write because everything is just computer, right? Typing, that's all. And books also. Now Mataji telling me she's reading from her phone. So books is going down again.
Second time.
But yes, it happens. Okay, somebody else want to say something? I said keep talking, right? Mataji, go ahead, say something. Lakshmi Mataji, do you want to add something? Okay, so if nobody is going to participate, let us continue reading. Probably will you be able to
Okay,
continue reading?
maybe I can just mention something. The purpose, like you also mentioned that we have a form because the Lord has a form. So we should everything is supposed to be dovetailed, and yeah, the aspect of devotional service always comes up. How important it is and the only way out of the contamination of the material nature is through dovetailing and doing everything as an offering, and yeah, to purify our activities, purify and get us closer to the Lord. So yes, devotional service comes up, and yeah, it is the only way that we can be able to be connected to the Lord. The Lord presents all these different ways to be able to reach Him through the eyes, the Virat truth also, so that we can just be able to understand better what He's about. Yeah, so I think that's my realization of this one. Hare Krishna. I can read the second one.
Yes, please go ahead. Thank you, Prabhuji, for nice realization. Thank you. So you can read the second one also.
His two nostrils are the generating centers of our breathing and of all other airs. His smelling powers generate the Ashin Kumara demigods and all kinds of medicinal herbs, and his breathing energies produce different kinds of fragrance.
So we see, okay, go ahead, Prabhuji. You can say what you understand.
Yeah, I was just wanted to mention, I recently I was reading and I wondered what role do the Ashin Kumaras play? Maybe you can explain that.
The Ashwini Kumaras, they are demigods. They were the surgeons of the demigods. They are the surgeons of the demigods. They have got very nice pastime, and I will tell you one pastime, but they came as, in the Mahabharata, they came as Nakul and Sahadev. They are yes, the sons of, yes, Nakul and Sahadev are the sons of the Ashwini Kumaras. Yes, they are demigods. They're demigods. They have their function. They are doctors of the Ayurveda. Like just like Dhanvantari, he is the doctor. He came as a doctor of the Ayurveda. But these two brothers, their twin brothers, they know all the herbs, and they also know Ayurveda. So what happened is there was a sage. I forgot his name now. There was a sage, and he had the Sanjeevani Mritya. He had that prayer, like it was Sanjeevani. Like Sanjeevani is when Hanumanji was hit with in Ramayan, when he was hit by not Hanumanji. Lakshman was hit by the son of Ravana, so he was unconscious. Then Hanumanji went to get the Sanjeevani Bhuti. Sanjeevani is a herb that can revive the dead, right? And Shukracharya, who is the guru of the demons, he had the Sanjeevani mantra. He had that prayer, with that prayer he revived all the demons whom Indra has killed. Even Bali Maharaj, he had that Sanjeevani. So here, that sage, his name is in my mouth, I can't study. So he had the Sanjeevani mantra. So these Ashwini Kumaras, they wanted to get the mantra. But Indra wanted to learn that mantra. And the sage said, no, we are not going to, the sage, I'm not going to teach you that mantra, because Indra, he does many bad things. So the sage knew that Indra will not make good use of that mantra, so he did not give to Indra. So Indra said, if you give that mantra to anyone, I will cut your head off. So the sage said, okay, he didn't give it to anyone. But when these two Ashwini Kumaras, when they went to the sage and they asked the sage, can you teach us this mantra? Because we are going to heal the demigods. So the sage said, I cannot. Because if I give you this mantra, Indra will cut my head off. So the two Ashwini Kumara says, we are the surgeon. We can change your head. So you give us the mantra, and then if he comes and gets your head, he can give you your head. So what did they do? They cut the head of the sage. They put a horse head on him, and he taught the Ashwini Kumaras the mantra, the Sanjeevani mantra. Then Indra knew about it. So he came and cut the head off, and the two Kumaras, they put his original head back. That is how powerful they are. So they are here. Yes, Prabhuji, question?
Yes, did you say they put a something head?
Horse, a horse head.
Oh, a horse's head.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he put it on the stage, and that is how powerful they are. And here we can see that the Lord had the nostrils and the power breathing. That's how he got it too. So everything, as I said, that he possessed comes from the Lord. So anyone else would like to add something? Any question? Okay, shall we continue another like 10 minutes, and then we can close the session? Please, can you read Prabhuji?
Yes, okay. His eyes are the generating centers of all kinds of forms, and they glitter and illuminate. His eyeballs are like the sun and the heavenly planets. His ears hear from all sides and are receptacles for all the Vedas, and his sense of hearing is the generating center of the sky and all kinds of.
Yes, so we see here from the sky, sound is generated. So this was very nice. We gave nice class on that. Yeah, how everything is generated from the Lord, how everything comes, and after the sky, what comes next, all these things we had. Like first, the pradhana is there. The pradhana is inert. It's like material nature inert. So when the Lord opened his eyes, Kapudakshayation, when he opened his eyes, then that glance coming from the Lord to the inert material nature, that glance is Lord Shiva, Sadashiva, because he is the one who impregnated the Mother Nature. Mother Nature is Durga, and Durga is the wife of Shiva. So Lord Vishnu cannot impregnate Mother Durga. So that glance, when he opened his eyes, that turns into Sadashiv, and then Sadashiv impregnates Mother Nature. And then after that, when the time factor churns Mother Nature, then we have the Mahatattva. The Mahatattva is there. From the Mahatattva, then we have from Mahatattva, we have mind, false ego, intelligence, and the free material nature. That is from Mahatattva. Then when it churn time factor, eternal time factor, it churn Mahatattva, then from the spiritual sky, this material sky is generated. Then sound is come from the sky. Then after that, when the sky is churned, it turns, then air is generated. And from air, we get, I think we get what is it? Touch, I think?
Water.
Or foam. Touch or foam, one of the things we get. And then from air, what is generated, we get fire. And from fire, we get foam. And when fire is generated, we get water.
From fire do we get water, Mataji? Then water comes
Yes.
from, I don't know.
From water we get taste.
Yeah.
And then when water is churned again, then we get earth. From earth we get smell.
Yeah.
Right? So then like these, the taste, the form, the sight also, the touch and sound, smell, these are the five sense objects. They are subtle elements. And then we have from the Mahatattva, as I said, mind, force, ego, intelligence, and the pre-material nature with the goodness, passion, and ignorance. And and then together we have the five material, as I said, water, earth, water, fire, air, ether, the sky. And then we get the five sense organs so that we can acquire knowledge. These are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. So what we're talking about, the Lord has all these, so we got all these. And then we got the working senses. Now from this, we got five working senses. We got the speech, legs, hands, anus, and genitals. They are the working senses, right? And then, so like these, all these contribute together. Five material elements, five sense organs for acquiring knowledge, five working senses, and then we get five sense objects. We get four from the Mahatattva as well as the mind, force, ego, intelligence, and material nature. All these, the total sum is 24, 25, 24. All of these are 24. But if we add to it time factor, that is Kala, time factor, it becomes 25 elements. These 25 elements combined together are distributed throughout the entire universe, which extends diametrically to 4 billion miles. Right? Now, another important factor is Earth, because I'm talking to on Earth now. Now, Earth is like 4 billion miles from one end to the other end. Now, after Earth, then we will get water. Water is 10 times bigger than Earth. That is 10 times 4 billion, 40 billion, right? Now, when we go higher, then we get fire. Fire is 10 times bigger than that 40 billion. Inconceivable, I cannot count on it. Then getting air, air is 10 times bigger than fire. And then sky, is, if you have the amount, please tell me. So this is how all these are generated from the Lord. Because we cannot understand, that's why the Virat Roop is formed, right? So that we can see, we can understand how we got all these features in our body, in this material world, around us, what we see, all these beauties, all these nice things. So today itself, I was traveling in the bus and I saw a couple of beautiful ladies. I was looking at them and I was thinking, if they are so beautiful, how beautiful is the Creator? That's what suddenly came into my mouth, in my mind. If these ladies or these people are so beautiful, how beautiful is the Creator? Then I stopped thinking. Yes. So, is there any questions here?
Maybe this may mean that the shell of the universe or the covering of the universe must be very expensive, probably more than the space within.
Probably, I cannot hear you clearly. Please, can you repeat?
I'm saying this may mean that the covering of the universe may be, am I audible? The covering of the universe may be may be more extensive than the space inside the universe. Is it possible?
Yeah, it's really inconceivable to us. We cannot understand it. How big, how massive, how beautiful it is, but we are making it ugly. Yes, Mataji, you want to say something, Lakshmi Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandatana Mogari Srila Prabhupada. Sorry that I couldn't unmute immediately, Mataji, when you called my name. I have a doubt, Mataji, but so with what you explained, right? Even I asked the same question to Mataji over chat, but I'm yet to get a reply. So, what would be the difference for Pradhana, Prakriti, and Mahatattva, Mataji?
Okay. Pradhana is the state when material nature is inert. It's there, but it's not moving. There's no life. When it is impregnated by Sadashiv, it becomes Prakriti. Right? That is another name for Pradhana. When it is in the state of activeness, when it's activated, it becomes Prakriti. When that Prakriti is churned, then it becomes Mahatattva.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, Mataji. So Pradhana is from the Lord. Prakriti is after the glance of the Lord through Shiva or Maya. And then the agitation brings the Mahatattva. And from there, the mind, false ego, those comes in.
Yes, everything comes. And also, it's a time factor which agitates everything. First is only the glance of the Lord through Shiva. Then everything comes from time, kala. And Krishna says, Kalo asmiham in Bhagavad Gita. I am time. I am the eternal time. So, yes, it is there.
So it comes from Kala, Mataji. Sorry, I couldn't relate Kala here, Mataji.
Kala is the one who churns everything.
Okay.
Right? Because when Kala it churns the ether, the sky, then air generated. When it churns the air, then fire generated. When it churns the fire, water generated. Then it churns the fire, the water, then earth is created. Then it stops there.
Okay, got it, Mataji. Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
And
so after annihilation, Mataji, sorry.
Yes.
So after annihilation in Bhagavad Gita, it said that we will all go to Mahavishnu's stomach, right? In Avyakta state we will be. So that will be as Pradhana, Mataji, or how it would be?
No, when the Lord decides to create, then he creates Pradhana. So that Pradhana will not be there. We will be in the stomach. Maybe Pradhana also will be in the stomach of the Lord.
Oh, okay.
Because when he decided to create, then he created Pradhana. From Pradhana, everything will come. Right?
Okay. So we living entities are not part of Pradhan. Is that right?
But you know, when we are in the Garbhoda Sai Vishnu, Lord Shiva will take us, will put us into the Pradhana. Then the Pradhana will become Prakriti. It will be agitated. It will be active. It will become right. Then because everybody knows that in this material world, Lord Shiva and Durga Ma, they are very prominent. The material world is for them. They kind of manage the material world, right? So he takes us, he throws us in this material world.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji, for clarifying. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So I think we'll stop here because I have another class soon. I haven't prepared so much. So let's stop here. And I'm sorry, Mataji Jindran, and I hope that whatever we discuss here is a bit of you got a bit of understanding. even I myself, I don't understand anything. I'm trying just to not to waste this time. We discuss about it. It's very nice discussing about the Bhagavata. So I would say thank you everyone for joining. We will say Vanchakalpa. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhava patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, all of you. ISKCON Eldoret ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for hosting. And thank you, everyone, for joining. See you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.